Yes, Mr. Mayor, the clerk did receive a letter from a resident. He asked me to read it, if I have permission.
Sure.
Dear council members, first I would like to introduce myself. My name is Kathy Ross Panchik, and I live at 6825 Palmyra Road. I came to Lordstown 3 years ago from Girard after I married my husband, Richard Panchik. While I was in Girard, I served on the City of Girard Board of Health. I would love to have the opportunity to attend your meeting, but they are all held in the evenings, and I work an afternoon shift, preventing me from attending. I do read the council minutes on your website and greatly appreciate the access. Working in the evenings is also preventing me from running for any political offices here in Lordstown, which I would love to do one day, as I miss being involved after leaving Girard. A few concerns have recently been brought to my attention, one of which being Lafarge. I understand higher than normal reading of arsenic have been found in well testings. I would hope you will be sending out warning letters to adjacent homeowners informing them of the leaching arsenic, as there are still people in the surrounding vicinity that still use well water, albeit for watering gardens or personal use. As you know, I live on Palmyra. I can say without talking to any of my former colleagues that Lafarge is becoming somewhat of a nuisance. They have had numerous air particulate violations. I could go on to say the landfill height is close to being reached, as you can see it towering over the township. The dust in my house is unbearable, which can be tested, and my view out the front window, which was serene, is now downright frightening. I would also like to draw attention to the noise pollution we are experiencing. Ever since the Trumbull County Board of Health denied their application for expansion, it seems they are not giving a hoot about their excess noise nuisance. I do not believe we should have to rearrange pictures on our walls daily, look for new cracks on our plaster walls, or make sure items are anchored down on shelves just because they are banging around so loudly it could wake the dead in Wilderson Cemetery on Selkirk Bush Road. I am sure if I owned a seismic monitor, it would register. I am looking into purchasing one as I write. I do have a metal detector, and when the wind is blowing from the direction of the landfill, my metal detector won't work. Why, you ask? Because it is constantly beeping, picking up metal in the air. Now on to the wonderful smell. It doesn't happen always, but when it does, it's bad. Being on the Board of Health, I do know where it's coming from. Here is the hotline number for all those in attendance tonight who would like to file a complaint about the smell. The number is 330-963-1212. The odor is coming from the leachate collection system. Now on to my third area of complaint with a bit of history for this one. The first commercial use of natural gas occurred in Britain around 1795. The British used it to light houses and streets. In 1816, Baltimore, Maryland used natural gas to be the first city in the United States to light its streets. Yet in the year 2015, I can't get natural gas to my house on Palmyra Road. Orwell Gas started, then stopped. Was there a contract with this company? Can we come up the other way as the mayor has it on my street? I will be researching what's going on. Thirdly, I am disheartened over the water safety in the village of Lordstown. As you may or may not know, to protect drinking water from disease-causing organisms and pathogens, water suppliers often add disinfectants such as chlorine to drinking water. Disinfectants used can also pose a threat when they react with naturally occurring elements in the water to form dangerous byproducts which can cause cancer. These levels are monitored by the EPA. Lordstown has been out of compliance and has let these levels remain a threat to the public for longer than it should be. Notices of violations from the Ohio EPA have been sent to the village of Lordstown exceeding trihalomethanes, TRIHALOMETHANES, and or haloacetic acids numerous times in the year 2014 and 2015. A notice for late reporting of samples was also sent to the village. Some people who drink water in excess of the maximum levels of those two chemicals are at an increased risk of getting cancer, according to the EPA website. Some people who drink water in excess of the maximum levels are also at risk of liver, kidney, and central nervous system disorders and are at an increased risk of getting cancer, according to the EPA website. Also on July 10, 2014, Lordstown was in violation with the Ohio EPA for operating without an appropriately certified operator of record who should be on site to operate the technical operation of the water system. I would like to know if this has been addressed, thus maybe correcting some of the issues Lordstown is having with their exceedances of these dangerous byproducts in our drinking water. All current and past violations can be found at edocpub.epa.ohio.gov/public portal/edochrome.aspx. These two chemical dangers can be found on the EPA website, and it is recommended discussing these issues with MVSD. In closing, I would like to thank you for your time and would appreciate any feedback. I am also hopeful that Mayor Hill and the dedicated council members can and will address these issues in the near future. Sincerely,